Hello all. In last class we have discussed modulus of a complex number and its properties. Just I am going to recollect all the properties. Just go through these properties, then only we can easily do the problems on modulus of a complex number. So what is the meaning of modulus of a complex number? Let us take z is equal to x plus iy. I explained all these things here earlier with the proof. Okay, just repeating all these things. Modulus of z is equal to root of x square plus y square, which is nothing but distance of a complex number from the origin. Next we discussed z into z bar equal to modulus of z square, which is nothing but root of x square plus y square. Next we discussed geometrically as real part of z is lesser than or equal to modulus of z, imaginary part of z is lesser than or equal to modulus of z. Then modulus of the product of two complex numbers is equal to modulus of z1 into modulus of z2. That is product of modulus of two complex numbers equal to product of the complex number and its modulus. Here modulus of division of two complex numbers is equal to division of modulus of the two complex numbers. Then we discuss about where z2 is not equal to 0. Keep it near mind. Then we discussed about triangle of inequality, which is modulus of z1 plus z2 lesser than or equal to modulus of z1 plus modulus of z2. Modulus of z1 minus z2 is lesser than or equal to modulus of z1 plus modulus of z2. Modulus of z1 plus z2, already I explained these geometrically. Greater than or equal to full modulus of z1 minus modulus of z2, and I told you that if this becomes negative, in order to avoid the negative sign, I am using the modular symbol. Modulus of z1 minus z2 is greater than or equal to the same of third one. Here it is plus and here it is minus. Modulus of z1 minus modulus of z2. Then we came across modulus of z equal to modulus of z bar equal to modulus of minus z. And this is the extension of the first one. That is modulus of z1, z2, etc. zn, product of all the complex numbers whose modulus is equal to product of all the individual modulus. Modulus of z1 into modulus of z2 into modulus of z3, etc. modulus of z1, product of all the complex numbers modulus. Next, modulus of z power n. If all these z's are equal, it becomes modulus of z power n equal to modulus of z the whole power n. So, in order to find out after multiplication, no need to find out the modulus. It is enough to find out the single modulus, and we are multiplying that n times, or we are taking the nth power of that modulus. Is it clear, all of you? Now we will enter into the problems. Now we are going to discuss about some examples. Find the following. Consider the first sum: 2 minus I conjugate by 1 plus I the whole cube. So see here, first you should thorough all the properties, then only it is easy for you to do these problems. So modulus of, here the product and here it is division. Division is having with the power n. So modulus of, I am writing this as modulus of z1, z2 by z3 is nothing but, so product is here and division is here. So I can simply write this as modulus of 2 minus I into modulus of I conjugate by modulus of 1 plus I the whole cube. Is it clear? So modulus means what? We are going to take the real part square and imaginary part square root, and then we are adding those two values. So root of real part square 2 square 4, imaginary part minus 1 the whole square is 1. So root of 4 plus 1. Here modulus of I bar. Modulus of I bar means modulus of z bar. Modulus of z bar and modulus of z are one and the same. Already I explained you. Modulus of z bar equal to modulus of z. So which is nothing but modulus of I. Already I explained you. Modulus of I is equal to 1. Modulus of I is equal to 1. So the answer is 1 by. So modulus of 1 plus I the whole cube is nothing but, modulus of 1 plus I the whole cube is nothing but modulus of 1 plus I to the power 3. So it is enough to find out the modulus of 1 plus I, and I am going to take the cube root. Cube, that is 1 square is 1. Again, imaginary part of I is 1. 1 square is 1. The whole cube. Is it clear, all of you? So root 5 divided by root 2 the whole cube. Root 2 the whole cube is root 2 into root 2 into root 2. So for 2 root 2 into root 2 we will get 1 2. So I can write this as root 5 by 2 root 2. If you are having the rational symbol here, I am going to multiply and divide by root 2 in order to rationalize it, because you are having the third root 2 here. So I want to rationalize this function. So I am going to rationalize this as multiplying and dividing by root 2. So root of 5 2s are 10 by 2 into root 2 into root 2 is 2. How I am writing root 10? Already you know that root of a into root of b is root of a into b. So root 10. So the answer is root 10 by 4. Is it clear now? Now coming to this sum. Second sum, modulus of, just see here. Here you are having product and division. Be careful in this sum. Here you are having product and addition with one more complex number. It is of the form z1 bar into z2 plus z3. So you cannot write this as modulus of first one into modulus of second one plus modulus of third. This is entirely wrong, because the property says modulus of z1 into z2 is modulus of z1 into z2. But modulus of z1 plus z2 is lesser than or equal to, but it is not equal to. So you cannot apply the sum, the property directly. So what we are going to do? First you have to simplify this, then you have to find out the modulus. Be careful. This is very very important. Be careful in this sum. So modulus of 2 minus 3i, because conjugate of this is 2 minus 3i. This is 1 plus I plus 3 minus I. Is it clear? Now I have to multiply these two, then I have to add. How to multiply? So just in order to find out the complex number, we are separating into two parts. 2 minus 3i, 1i. I want to get the real one, and I want to write the complex number, real part and imaginary part. Real part is 2 1s are 2, I square is minus 1, minus into minus plus, so 2 plus 3. So the real part becomes here 2 plus 3 is 5. Is it clear now? To get the imaginary part, first I put I here, then just without I you can multiply. So 2 into 1, 2, 1 into minus 3, minus 3, 2 minus 3 is minus 1. So I into minus 1 plus 3 minus I. Is it clear? First I have to find, first we are finding the multiplication. Modulus of 5 minus I plus 3 minus I. Is it clear now? 5 plus 3 is 8 minus 2i. Then only you have to find out the modulus. Just to see the difference between these two problems. Here we are applying the property directly because we are having multiplication and division alone. Here multiplication with the operation addition. So you cannot do directly. So first simplify the complex number and make it into a standard form or rectangular form. Then only you have to find out the modulus. So what is modulus of this? I am going to take the square root of real part square 64 plus imaginary part. Even though minus 2, we are finding the minus 2 square. So automatically it becomes 2 2s are 4 plus 4. So 64 plus 4. The answer is root 60. Is it clear now? Now we are going to see the second question. Which is farthest from 1 minus I? Farthest means we are going to find out the distance between these 2 points. 1 and 1 minus 1 plus I and 1 minus I, and we are going to find out the distance between 2 minus 3i and 1 minus I. Which is farthest? From this, which distance is very long? We have to check. So in order to find out the distance between any 2 points, already you know that I am going to take, let z is equal to, z1 is equal to 1 minus I and z2 equal to I plus 1. I am going to take the first sum, I plus 1. I plus 1 can be written as 1 plus I also. So I want to find out the distance between these two complex numbers. How to find out the distance? Already I explained in last video, distance between any 2 points is modulus of z1 minus z2. which is equal to modulus of z1 is 1 minus I minus z2. Minus z2 means we are changing the sign of z2. So minus 1 minus I. Clear? 1 get cancelled. It becomes minus 2I modulus. Minus 2I modulus means what? Which is equal to root of real square is 0 plus imaginary part is minus 2. Minus 2 square is 4. So which is equal to root of 4, and you know the value of root of 4 as 2. Is it clear now? Now I am going to find it. Let us take Z3 as first question distance is this. Then second one, let Z3 equal to 2 minus 3i. Now I want to find out the distance between 1 minus I and 2 minus 3i. So 1 minus I and 2 minus 3i means Z1 and Z3. So Z1 minus Z3. So how to find out the distance? Again I am using the concept of modulus of Z1 minus Z3. What is Z1? 1 minus I minus Z3. Changing the sign of this part. Minus 2 plus 3i. Is it clear? 1 minus 2 is minus 1. Minus I plus 3i is 2i. I am going to modulus of this complex number, which is equal to root of 1 square minus 1 square is 1. 2 square is 4. So the answer is root 5. So instead of taking this one, I am going to see root 4 and root 5. So root 4 and root 5, which is a greater value? Root 5. So the farthest distance is, which is farthest? Z3 is farthest from which point? Z1 1 minus I. Is it clear now? Next one. Which is farthest from the origin? See here, which is farthest from a complex number, which is farthest from the origin. Now, origin means already the definition of modulus. What is the definition of modulus? Modulus of Z is nothing but a distance from the origin only. Modulus of Z is distance from origin. Is it clear now? Distance of a complex number from origin, that is 0, 0. Here we are going to find out only from the origin. So our aim is to find out the modulus of this number is enough. So modulus of minus 2 minus 3i is the distance from the origin. This complex number from the origin. Is it clear now? So if I am saying Z is here, distance from the origin is, this is the distance from the origin, which is nothing but our modulus of Z. Here it is not like this. Distance of a complex number from another complex number. That is, we have to take two complex numbers Z1 and Z2. So don't confuse this sum and this sum. So I am taking these two sums at a time. Here you are having Z1 complex number. Here you are going to find out Z2 complex number. Here is Z3. We want to check which distance Z1 is Z2 and Z2 is Z3. Which is the longest distance we are seeing it. But here we are taking the 2 points. But it is the distance from the point from the origin. So one is minus 2 comma minus 3. Suppose if I am marking this as minus 2 comma minus 3 is here, let it be. Consider this is Z1 and 1 comma minus 3. Here is 1 minus 3 is also here. So I am going to take this distance from the origin means I am going to consider this distance and this distance. Okay. So from these two, which is longest, we are going to check. So modulus of minus 2 minus 3i is root of minus 2 the whole square plus minus 3 the whole square, which is equal to root of 4 plus 9 equal to root 13. Is it clear now? Then the second one is modulus of 1 minus 3i. See here why we are taking as it is and why we are going to separate. Please note this. Root of 1 square plus minus 3 the whole square. 1 square is 1 plus minus 3 the whole square is 9 root 10. Just to see these two results. Here is root 13, here is root 10. Which is the which lies long distance from the origin? Root 13. So which is farthest from the origin? Minus 2 minus 3i is farthest from origin 0, 0. Is it clear now? Next. So now we are going to discuss about the next sum, fourth sum. If modulus of Z is equal to 2, See here I am taking many sums, different sums and always confusing sums. So observe carefully. If modulus of z is equal to 2, show that 3 lesser than or equal to this part lesser than or equal to 7. I want to show this complex number, that is this modulus lies between 3 and 7. How to do this problem? Just I want to show the result once again. You know that modulus of z1 plus z2, you know this result, which is lesser than or equal to modulus of z1 plus modulus of z2. This is our triangle law of inequality. And already you know that, also you know that this modulus of z1 plus z2 is greater than or equal to modulus of z1 minus modulus of z2. Is it clear now? Shall I repeat once again? Modulus of, this is our lower limit, this is our upper limit. Modulus of z1 minus modulus of z2 is lesser than or equal to modulus of z1 plus z2 lesser than or equal to modulus of z1 plus modulus of z2. Is it clear? So I am going to take this first part as z. Then the second part z2 as 3 plus 4i. That's all. Just I am applying the result. See here z1, instead of z1 we are having z. z2 is a complex number. So instead of z2 we are having 3 plus 4i. So I am going to take 3 plus 4i as z2 and z as z1. Just I am substituting all the result. Is it clear now? So modulus of z1. So I am going to take this as z1 and I am going to take this as z2. Is it clear? So substituting this z1 as z here. So modulus of z, clear now, minus modulus of z2 is modulus of 3 plus 4i. Then I am closing the modulus again because this may be positive or negative. In order to make it as positive, I am taking the full modulus lesser than or equal to z1 which is z plus z2 which is 3 plus 4i is lesser than or equal to modulus of z1 is modulus of z plus modulus of z2 modulus of 3 plus 4i. Clear in this problem? Okay. Already we know that modulus of z is equal to 2. Just I am going to substitute modulus of z as 2. Clear now? Minus, what is modulus of this complex number? Root of 3 3s are 9 plus 16. Clear? Lesser than or equal to, I am writing this as it is. Modulus of z plus 3 plus 4i. Lesser than or equal to, already know the value as, we know the value of modulus of z as 2 plus root of 9 plus 16. Clear? So modulus of 2, what is 9 plus 16? 25. Root of 25 is 5. Lesser than or equal to, I am writing this as it is, lesser than or equal to 2 plus 5. What is 2 plus 5? Here is 7. 2 minus 5 is minus 3. In order to remove the negative sign, I am using the modular operation, modular symbol. So 2 minus 5 is 3. So 2 minus 5 is minus 3. Modulus of 2 minus 5 is 3. 3 lesser than or equal to modulus of z plus 3 plus 4i lesser than or equal to 7. See the result? 3 lesser than or equal to this lesser than or equal to 7. See here, there is a little bit difference between these two sums, that's all. Here we are taking it as z plus 3 plus 4i. Here we are going to take z square minus 3. So don't get confused. The same model we are going to apply here. Modulus of z1 minus modulus of z2. The same result again I am applying. Lesser than or equal to, instead of z1 plus z2, because here we are having z1 plus z2. We are having z1 minus z2. So I am using z1 minus z2. Lesser than or equal to, this is also one of the property, lesser than or equal to modulus of z1 plus modulus of z2. I am going to repeat once again. This modulus of z1 minus z2 is lesser than or equal to this part, and this modulus of z1 minus z2 is greater than or equal to this part. This is already explained in last video, and I explained it at the first part of this video. So go through this video once again, or last video, then only you could be clarified in this part. Okay. Now instead of taking z1, for z1 I am going to take it as z square. That's all. I I am taking z square as z1. And z2 as, just I am going to take this z2 as 3. Just I am going to substitute these two values, that's all. So modulus of, so you should not be panic on seeing z and z square. The same procedure we are applying. In this we are applying z1 plus z2. In this we are going to apply z1 minus 2, z2, that's all. Modulus of, in the place of modulus of z1, I am applying modulus of z square. Clear now? z1 z square minus modulus of z2 3. Closing the modulus. Lesser than or equal to modulus of z square minus 3. Lesser than or equal to modulus of z square plus modulus of 3. Is it clear now? Okay. Already I told you modulus of z power n modulus equal to modulus of z the whole power n. So I am simply writing it as modulus of z square. See, here the square is inside. I am taking out the square outside. Minus modulus of 3 is nothing but 3. Okay. Which already you know this result. Lesser than or equal to modulus of z square minus 3. Lesser than or equal to mod z square plus 3. Clear now? You know the value of mod z as 1. So I am going to substitute that value. 1 square. 1 square is 1. Minus 3. Lesser than or equal to the same part. Lesser than or equal to 1 square 1 plus 3. What is 1 minus 3? Minus 2. Modulus of minus 2 is 2. Lesser than or equal to modulus of z square minus 3. Lesser than or equal to 4. Check the result. If modulus of z is equal to 1, show that. I have shown this result. 2 lesser than or equal to z square minus 3 lesser than or equal to 4. Is it clear in this problem? Now see this sum, 6th sum. If modulus of z minus 2 by z is equal to 2, find the greatest and least value of modulus of z. We can do this sum in these two models also. You will get the answer. But I will do the same problem in different way, because you should not follow the pattern as it is. We have to approach the problem in different, you have to apply your mind to do the problem in different ways. Okay. So I am taking this problem in a different manner. See here, I am going to take modulus of z equal to modulus of z minus 2 by z plus 2 by z. Have any doubt here? So I am adding, and here we are having z minus 2 by z. So I am writing z minus 2 by z plus I am adding 1 2 by z here. Then it becomes modulus of z. Do you have any doubt in this? Okay. It looks like the form of modulus of, see here, it looks like the form of modulus of z1 plus z2. Is it clear? You know that modulus of z1 plus z2 is lesser than or equal to modulus of z1 plus modulus of z2. Clear? In last problem, I have taken both the sides. Instead of taking both the sides, see here, both the side, both greater value and lesser value, you can do by this method also, but it is enough to do by one method. Okay, so modulus of z1 plus z2 is lesser than or equal to modulus of z1 plus modulus of z2. Is it clear now? So in the place of z1, I am having this part, z minus 2 by z. And in the place of z2, we are having 2 by z. Is it clear? So this full part is nothing but modulus of z. Clear now? So I am going to write this as modulus of z minus 2 by z plus 2 by z is lesser than or equal to modulus of z minus 2 by z plus z2, we are taking it as 2 by z. Is it clear now? But already we have taken the full part as modulus of z. So I am simply writing it as modulus of z is lesser than or equal to, you know this value z minus 2 by z. See here, z minus 2 by z is 2. So I am just substituting the value 2 here. Plus, see here, modulus of 2 by z. What is modulus of 2 by z? Modulus of 2 by modulus of z. Clear now? Modulus of z1 by z2 equal to modulus of z1 by modulus of z2. I am using this result, 2 by modulus of z. Modulus of 2 is 2. Clear now? So modulus of z lesser than or equal to, just I am taking the LCM, 2 modulus of z plus 2 whole thing divided by modulus of z. Clear now? I am bringing this modulus of z this side, and modulus of z is positive. Be careful. So positive means we can take this side. Suppose if it is negative, automatically your inequality will change. I am not going deep in that matter. So modulus of z into modulus of z is modulus of z square lesser than or equal to 2 modulus of z plus 2. I am bringing all the right hand side term to left hand side. So minus modulus of z square minus 2 modulus of z minus 2 lesser than or equal to 0. Just to see, it looks like a quadratic equation. I am going to take modulus of z as equal to some number, let it be m, anything. So m square minus 2m minus 2, which is lesser than or equal to 0. Clear now? So instead of taking this, I know one formula, m a minus 1 the whole square. I am going to write in the form of a minus 1 the whole square. So I need some explanation. M square minus 2m minus 2 can be written as plus 1 minus 3. Is it correct or not? Minus 2 can be written as plus 1 minus 3. Okay. So already you know how to factorize this. M square minus 2m plus 1. It looks like a formula of m minus 1 the whole square. Is it clear now? I am taking this minus 3 to that side, which is lesser than or equal to 3. Clear? Any doubt in this? This m is nothing but our modulus of z. Be careful. Okay. So this is, or I can write, simply write it as m minus 1 the whole square. M minus 1 the whole square minus 3 can be written as root 3 the whole square, which is lesser than or equal to 0. So this is of the form a square minus b square. Okay, a square minus b square. I am replacing m by modulus of z now. A square minus b square is a, this is a plus root 3, a plus b into a modulus of z minus 1, a minus b minus root 3, which is lesser than or equal to 0. So in 11th standard you heard one result as x minus alpha into x minus beta lesser than or equal to 0. Then the value of x, here it is alpha and here it is beta. Check the answer. The value of x lies between, if x minus alpha, x minus beta lesser than or equal to 0, your value lies between alpha and beta. If it is greater than or equal to 0, your value lies outside alpha and beta. So here, consider this is modulus of z. Alpha is modulus of z minus of 1. I am taking out minus outside. Minus of 1 minus root 3. Okay. Sorry. Into modulus of z. I am taking out minus outside. Minus of 1 plus root 3. Lesser than or equal to 0. Clear now? So in the place of alpha you are having 1 minus root 3. In the place of beta you are having 1 plus root 3. Clear? So from this what will you understand? The greatest and least value. The greatest value is 1 plus root 3. Greatest value is equal to 1 plus root 3. And the least value is 1 minus root 3. Is it clear now? You can do this problem in the previous model also. Let me see this problem. If modulus of z1 is equal to L, modulus of z2 equal to m, modulus of z3 equal to n, and modulus of z1 plus z2 plus z3 equal to 1, show that I am generalizing the result. N square z1 z2, L square z2 z3, m square z1 z3 equal to L m n. Okay. How you are going to proceed this problem? So what is the given information? Modulus of z1 is equal to L. What is modulus of z? Modulus of z1 square is equal to L square. Is it clear? So modulus of z1 square is equal to L square means what is modulus of z1 square? Z1 into z1 bar equal to L square. Is it clear now? So I want to find out z1, z2. There is no bar here. So I am going to write this as z1 is equal to, I am going to take z1 is equal to L square by z1 bar. Is it clear now? Similarly, I can take z2 as, see here, z1 is L square by z1 bar. Similarly, what will become z2? Zt is equal to m square by z2 bar and z3 equal to n square by z3 bar. Is it clear now? So using these three information I have taken these three parts. Okay. Using this information I am going to take one more result. What is modulus of the given information is modulus of z1 plus z2 plus z3 equal to 1. Okay. I am going to replace z1 as L square by z1 bar. Here z2 as m square by z2 bar plus z3 as n square by z3 bar equal to 1. Is it clear now? Okay. Just I am going to take the LCM of these two because I want to get z1, z2, z2, z3. Just to see this problem, you have to show this one. So I am going to take the LCM of all the part z1 bar into z2 bar into z3 bar. The numerator becomes L square into z1 bar is left out. So we are getting z2 bar into z3 bar. Clear now? Plus again z2 bar is left out. So m square z1 bar into z3 bar plus z3 bar left out. So the remaining two part is n square z1 bar into z2 bar full modulus equal to 1. Is it clear now? So it is of the form division of the two complex numbers. How will you write modulus of the division of the two complex numbers? Numerator modulus separately, denominator modulus separately. Is it clear now? So modulus of L square z2 z3 the whole bar. Individual complex numbers conjugate equal to product of the two complex numbers conjugate plus m square z1 z3 the whole bar plus n square z1 z2 the whole bar full modulus by z1 z2 z3 the whole bar modulus. Modulus of z1 z2 z3 the whole bar equal to 1. Is it clear now? Okay. Already you know that modulus of z bar, see here, modulus of z bar is equal to modulus of z. So modulus of this full part equal to modulus of z1 z2 z3. Is it clear now? Modulus of z1 z2 z3 the whole bar equal to modulus of z1 z2 z3. Is it clear now? You again using the product of the complex numbers modulus. See here, modulus of z1 into z2 equal to modulus of z1 into modulus of z2. I am using this property here, which is equal to modulus of z1 into modulus of z2 into modulus of z3. Clear now? So this becomes, this is L, M, N. So I am going to take it as L, M, N. Clear now? So I am going to bring this part to that side. So what will you get? Modulus of L square z2 z3 bar plus m square z1 z3 bar plus n square z1 z2 bar equal to L, M, N. But we want to get z1 z2 only, not the bar. So you know that modulus of z2 z3, addition of the complex numbers modulus, which is nothing but L square z2 z3 plus m square z1 z3 plus n square z1 z2 full modulus equal to L, M, N. Is it clear now? So in general I can speaking, we can find out if L is equal to 2, m is equal to 3, n is equal to 4 means we can easily find out this answer as L into M into N, product of all the numbers. This is the general result. You can do many problems and this can be applied for one more question also. Now let's see the next sum. Show that the equation z cube minus 2 z bar equal to 0 has 5 solutions. Okay, z cube minus 2 z bar equal to 0. So z cube is equal to 2 z bar. Taking modulus on both sides, modulus of z cube equal to 2 modulus of z bar. Modulus of z cube is modulus of z bar is nothing but modulus of z. So I am bringing this side. Modulus of z cube minus 2 modulus of z equal to 0. You cannot cancel this modulus of z or you cannot divide by modulus of z. So because we have to find out the solution, number of solutions. So I am taking out modulus of z outside. It becomes modulus of z square minus 2 equal to 0. So one case is modulus of z is equal to 0. This implies z is equal to 0. So we are getting one solution. We get one solution here. Now coming to the second part, modulus of z square minus 2 equal to 0. So what is modulus of z square? Modulus of z square, already you know that modulus of z square is equal to z bar minus 2 equal to 0. Is it clear now? Z bar is equal to minus 2 equal to 0 means what? Z bar equal to 2. Is it clear now? So z bar is equal to 2 by z. Just I am going to substitute this in this original equation. Consider this as the first equation. Substitute in first equation. What will you get? Z cube minus 2 into 2 by z equal to 0. 2 by z is equal to 0. Z power 4, see here z into z cube, taking the LCM, minus 4 is equal to 0. Here we have how many solutions? 4 solutions. On the whole, totally we have how many solutions? 5 solutions for this equations. Is it clear now? So we discussed all these properties and the definition of modulus of a complex number with many examples. I have given some examples of this model. So please work out these problems. Just to go through all these problems and work out these problems. If you have any doubt, please note me. I can give the answer for these problems if you have any doubt. Thank you.